right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mindful Monday. I'm Meredith. We are going to be doing kind of like a power yoga-ish express this morning. So like a quick flow that you can just resort to when you want to do um, some straight up yoga. I know that some of you raced yesterday. I think there was a big race. So this is just kind of like a nice, fun 30-minute quick flow. So have a bolster, a block strap, all your regular yoga necessities. And we will get started. Come to a seat on your bolster or pillow or towel rolled up, whatever it is. And we're going to start with some breath work. Reach under and pull the flesh out from underneath your sits bones so that your sits bones, the base of your pelvis, can root into whatever you're sitting on, and then roll your shoulders back a couple times. Roll forward a couple times. Bring them up towards the ears, send them back and down. Roll your head around a little bit. Just kind of get comfy before you start in on your breath. And pause where you find areas of tension and kind of pull away from that tension. With yoga, if something is a sharp shooting pain, or with anything, if something is a sharp shooting pain, back out of it. Dull ache is okay, but zapping, burning, no good. And then roll your shoulders in and back and down. Close the eyes and just imagine your vertebrae stacking up one on top of the other, including your neck spine. So maybe draw your chin back just a smidge and drop it just a little bit. And then take a nice deep inhale. Let it go. One more time, deep inhale. Out the mouth, let it go. And then envision your spine like a big, long road that goes from the top all the way to the bottom, and breathe along that path. So envision a path in your mind and send that breath all the way down the path. As you inhale and exhale. And just notice with your breath where you find areas of tension or blockage on that path. See if you can focus in there and breathe into that spot. So if your blockage is right up by your throat or into your neck, focus in there and see if you can breathe into that. Just envision your air, your breath, your prana filling that space, getting space in that space. See if you could take the breath in and out through your nose, Ujjayi Pranayama. Feeling with each exhale that you can release some further area of tension. And now connect the breath with some movement as you inhale, reach the arms up. Really stretch up out of the hips. And as you exhale, press them wide and down. 3 more like that. Inhale, reach up, lift the chin lightly. Exhale, press it wide and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press it wide and down. Last one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, press it wide and down. Inhale, reach up, this time blink, open the eyes. Interlace the hands, turn the palms up towards the ceiling, stretch up through the spine. Lift the sternum lightly. And then on your exhale, press your left hand down into the floor, reach the right arm up and over. You could soften into the left elbow. Keep your right sit bone on the mat. Inhale, this time interlace palms down. Stretch the wrists. And then exhale, right hand finds the floor. Reach up and over with the left. And then soften into the right elbow, but keep your left sit bone on the mat. Come back up to center now. Place the hands behind you. Open up your chest, lift your heart. And then round the back, roll off of the sits bones. Breathe into the upper back. Good. Come back to a neutral spot. Remove the bolster. Just slide it to the back of your mat. Place the hands underneath your shoulders and put your toes on that bolster. As you inhale, cow pose. Draw the shoulders down, lift the heart, keep the navel pulled into the spine. And then as you exhale, round the back, push the floor away. 3 more with that breath. Inhaling for cow. Really sink the heads of the pelvis down. Draw your shoulders down your back. And then exhaling for cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Last one, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then I just want you to move like in any organic way here. So, shift your hips side to side, like really get into your body for a second, get into your spine, like kind of when I shift over to the left, I feel my left hip feels tight, but my right hip feels much tighter. So I'm going to kind of hang out on the right side for a second. So just move in like any organic way. Sometimes this is like wicked awkward for people. So, just get into your body for a second. Start to feel things. Turn your palms to face, or fingers to face backwards, but keep your elbows soft. And now reverse that breath. So inhale here. Really good stretch for the bicep. And then exhale here. And then do that again. Inhale. Try not to lock out your elbows. And exhale. Maybe turn your palms, your fingers to face outward. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Tap your sit bones back to your heels. Stretch to the top of your feet. And then walk it forward. Sag the hips down like a sloppy upward dog. Tap back to your feet, curl your toes under now. And then again, sloppy upward dog. When I say sloppy, I just mean like you're just kind of hanging the hips forward. One more time, tap back to the heels. And then sloppy upward dog. And then this time we're going to hold the tap back to the heel. So there's a gap between the top of my feet and the floor. And then reach the arms long, child's pose. You can come here whenever you want. Really stretch and breathe along the spine again. And then come back to neutral. Slide the bolster off the mat. Curl your toes, lift your hip, downward facing dog. If your hamstrings are wicked tight from yesterday, Then put a block underneath your hands, both hands. And then again, I call this like get organic, but it's really like what feels good to you. So pedal push your feet a little bit. Like you don't always have to be still in yoga. You're not a statue, right? So kind of move around, get into your feet a little bit, flip your toes over some, you know, start to feel how things feel in your body. And then stretch the spine by pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Try not to lock up your shoulders, so drop your shoulders out of the ears. Maybe lift your toes up with your heels driving towards the mat. That's going to be a greater stretch for the calf. And then drop your head some, so you stretch the back of your neck. Again, you can focus on one side versus the other, start to feel things. And then shift forward into plank pose, come down with the knees, and then chin and chest down to the floor. Sorry, I have a 4-month-old, and this room has now been taken over by him. Draw your shoulders out of the ears, 2 cobras. Inhale, come up. Like extend through the spine. Keep your butt muscles loose. And then exhale, come down. One more like that. Inhale, come up, drawing your hands down so they're in line with your chest. And then exhale, come down. Shift back to a child's pose. Gaze forward on your inhale. Round your back on your exhale. Reverse arch your back on your inhale. And then come back, downward facing dog on the exhale. This time, bring your feet together. Bend your right knee and lift it up towards the sky, opening up the hip. Try not to drop your left shoulder. Circle your foot at the ankle. One way and then the other way. And then switch sides. Left leg up. Open up the hip. Might hear some pops and cracks this early in the morning. Totally cool as long as there's no pain. Circle the foot. And reverse. Release it. Walk your feet forward, treat your hands. Keep your belly button pulled into the spine in all moves. That's what we do. Inhale, flatten your back, extend the spine. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, bend. Walk your feet in towards each other. Keep the hands to the hips and rise all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head. Lift the biceps back to the ears. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, take your left leg to the back of the mat. Lower your left knee down to the mat. Anjaneyasana, sink into your right hip. Plant the hands to the right thigh. Press the chest up out of the thigh. Draw your shoulders down. Good, 2 times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, crack open the chest, bend the elbows. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Open up the chest, dialing your hands back. Release that. Curl your left toes under, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Shift forward to plank. Breathe out. Knees, chin, and chest down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, round the back to cat pose. Reverse arch it for cow pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Press the chest back to the thighs. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Left and right foot step forward, top of the mat. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, forward bend. Reach and rise, reverse swan dive all the way up. So biceps back to the ears if possible. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Switching sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, left foot stays forward, right leg shifts back. Lower your right knee to the mat this time. Anjaneyasana on the left side. Plant the hands to the left thigh, lift the heart. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Again, exhale, open up the chest. So feel that stretch, the pecs, the front of your shoulders. You might even feel it up in the base of your neck. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, crack open the chest. Hands come down to the mat. Curl your right toes under. Shift your left leg back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Press the chest back to the thighs. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Shift forward to plank on the inhale. Knees, chin, and chest down to the mat. Slide it out. Cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale, come down. This time, scoop it forward to upward facing dog. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Look to the right. And look to the left. Curl your toes under or roll over the toes completely, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Look forward on your inhale. Step forward on your exhale. Feet together, inhale. Exhale, bend. Reach and rise. Again, extend through the spine. Swan dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Shift forward. Chaturanga Vindasana. Bend through the elbows. You can always take your knees down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the heart. Exhale, curl over. Downward facing dog. Stretch the spine. Looking forward between the hands. Take your left foot forward just so you can see what I'm doing. Keep your right toes curled under. Runner's lunge. Sink into your right hip. Reach the arms up on the inhale. Good. Drop your left arm on the exhale. Reach up and over with the right. Keep your hips squared forward. Now interlace the hands behind the back. Extend through the elbows. Open up the heart. And then ground your right heel. Humble warrior. Drop your left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Relax your head down. Push into the outer edge of your right foot. Keep the palms squeezing together. Release your right hand down on the inhale. Come back onto the ball mount. On the exhale, twist it open to the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. Option to drop your left shoulder and drop your right ear. Release the left hand down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Crescent lunge we started. Sinking into your left hip. Reach the arms up on the inhale. This time right hand goes low, left arm reaches up and over. Breathe along the left side body. Good. Ground the left heel to the floor. Interlace the hands behind the back. Keep bending into your right knee. Open the chest on the inhale. Look up. And then on the exhale, drop the right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Again, wringing out the front of the shoulders, wringing out the chest. And then left hand goes low. Breathe in and then exhale, twist. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, twist. Option to drop your right arm and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Right hand comes down, right leg goes back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to go into an open hip sequence flow. Look forward on the inhale. Anytime that you want to go through these vinyasas, this sequence of plank pose and then chaturanga and then upward dog and downward dog, you're welcome to do that. Left foot's going to step forward. Warrior two, spiral it open. Bring the gaze towards the middle finger on the left hand and then sink deep into your left knee. Now you might need to mechanically move your left knee over some, get a really nice stretch to the pelvis and groin and the inner thigh in your left leg. Really extend through the arms, right? You're a warrior, so you're kind of in stance. Push into the outer edge of your right foot. Good, reverse the warrior on the inhale. And then come back to warrior two on the exhale. Inhale, reverse, stretch along the left side body. Exhale, warrior two. Take your left elbow low, reach your right arm up and over, side angle pose. Spin your right bicep behind the right ear. Press your hips forward. You can stay high, you can take it lower, inside or outside of your left foot. 2 more breaths. Release your right hand down, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, get organic, like move in your body. You don't have to be completely still. Release the right hand. We're going to walk it around to a wide-legged forward bend. Lift your sits bones, inhale. Exhale, hinge. Another inhale, flatten back. Exhale, hinge. Good, turn the right toes towards what's now the front of your mat and rise up into warrior two. There we go. Good, again, check. The right knee you should be able to see your big right toe on the inside of your right knee. Extend through the arms. Sink deep into that right knee. Feel like you're hugging your heels towards each other and get a nice stretch through the groin and the inner thigh. Reverse the warrior on the inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Bring it down, side angle pose. Reach the left arm up and over. Again, spiral the left bicep behind the ear. Press the hip forward and breathe. Option again, you can lower the right hand to a block, to the floor, finger tipping your fingers. And then lower your left hand down, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Releasing your left hand, walk it around again. Wide-legged forward bend, second round. Grabbing onto your big toe knuckles. Bend through the elbows and hinge, relax the head. So this can be an extreme stretch for the very top part of your hamstring. If you are very, very, very tight, please place a block underneath your hands. Like, please don't pull against yourself and force yourself down. Release hands to hips, rise up. You might need to walk a step in or two. We're coming to Trigonosuppose pose, triangle pose. Straighten through the forward leg, hinge forward. So you're reaching up, way out over your left leg. You're gonna feel the obliques on the right side kick in. Keep your right shoulder open, peel your right arm up. And then lay back into the pose by drawing your left sits bone underneath you. Option here, I love this one, where we get dynamic with it and we spiral that right arm, really getting open in the chest and feeling the shoulder get mobile. We're going to move from here right into half moon pose. Keep dialing your left sit bone underneath you. Keep the gaze up towards your right hand. Really stretch out of it. And then take the right hand to the right hip. Put a block underneath your left foot. Not underneath your foot, but next to your foot. And then peel the right leg up. Remember that circling we did with the right foot in the beginning? Try that again. And then Chakasana Pose, if you want, you could reach back for your right, for your right foot with your right hand, and then push and pull there. Really opening up the hip, again, dialing your left sits bone underneath you. And then release the right hand to the floor. Send the right foot to the floor. We're going into an IT band stretch here. Feet are as wide as your hips. You're going to bend into your left knee, keep your right leg straight, and you're going to walk it around to the right. Relax the head. Good. Walk it back to center. Flat back takes you. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Step back, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. Chaturanga, bend through the elbows. You can always take your knees down. Open up your heart. Lift. And then roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Look forward, step your left foot forward between the hands and walk it around. Flat back, rise. Turn the toes towards what's now the front of your mat. Trigonosuppose on the right side. Extend through the arms, hinge, long hinge over your right leg. Pause for a second. Again, feel the obliques kick in. Keep the left shoulder open. Keep the right sit bone moving underneath you. Right hand goes low. Left arm reaches high. Keep spiraling that right sit bone underneath you as you open up the chest. And then again, work that left arm. Get some movement. A lot of times your scapula, your shoulder blades get like locked up on your back from tension. So move into that. And then moving into Ardha Chandrasana, left hand goes low, right hand is going to reach out. And we extend through the left leg and we open up the pelvis. Sometimes I even like to grab onto the head of my left hip and really help dial that open. It's a lot on the inside of the right leg, but it should feel really good. And then optional Chakasana Pose. Left hand reaches back to the left foot and we push and pull. Good quad stretch. Release the left hand to the floor. Feet as wide as your hips again. Bend into your right knee and then walk it around. Good, back to center. Keep your body facing the way that you're facing now. Flatten your back on your inhale. Forward bend, step back to downward facing dog. Shift forward into a plank position. Come all the way down to the mat. Cobra pose on your inhale. Exhale, come down. Shift it back to a child's pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round your back for cat pose. Reverse arch for cow pose. And then come onto your back. Going to do our chest stretch in a supine position. Take the arms out to a T. Look to the right and drop the knees over to the left. Grab onto the outside of your right leg and pull down on it lightly as you continue to reach that right arm up like a Y, half a Y position. And then switch sides, knees over to the right, look to the left, really stretch out of it. Option here, if you want to grab onto the outside of your pec or your boob, whatever you call it, you can pull against that as you reach your left arm even further, and that's going to be a really nice stretch for the upper pec and the front side of your shoulder. And then come back to center, hug your knees in. And then push the knees away from you as you round your back. So roll up. And that is your Power Yoga Express, hopefully yummy stretch. All right, guys, wishing you a wonderful Monday. Man, my hair looks really good after yoga. If you have any questions, find me on Instagram, Stretch Stronger, one word, Stretch Stronger, or on Facebook, I'm Meredith Bass. But Erinne's got my digits, so you can always reach out. And have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.